Hi, this is Arkady Frekhtman. I'm a New York City personal injury trial attorney, and today I wanted to talk about spinal fusions and spine surgery and how this particular procedure could add substantial value to a lawsuit, a personal injury case. So a spinal fusion is usually a surgery of last resort, meaning somebody will try physical therapy, chiropractic, massage. They'll try pain management after they get diagnosed by an MRI that they have a herniated disc. They'll try pain management like epidural steroid injections or a percutaneous discectomy or other similar procedures. And if all those don't work and the pain is so debilitating and it's so life-changing that you just can't live with it, then they go for a spinal fusion with either an orthopedic surgeon or a neurological surgeon, a neurosurgeon. And it's a very advanced procedure. It's very serious. It could be done to the neck at the anterior cervical discectomy and fusion, or it could be done in the lumbar spine, which is the lower back, and that is just known as a lumbar fusion type surgery. And the reason they call it a fusion is because what they're doing is they're fusing the spine. So you have vertebrae, which is the bone on top, and you have bone on bottom, and here you have the disc, which is like a jelly donut. So if I squish that disc, then the jelly, the liquid inside that donut and inside that disc is going to leak out. And the problem with it leaking outside the disc is that you have nerve roots there, and the nerve roots are going to get touched by the leaking material, by that liquid, and that's going to cause pain because those nerve roots are like pain fibers, right? They sense pain, and you don't want anything impinging upon them or touching them. And so you see here in the red part, when it's leaking and it's touching the nerve root, that's what's causing the pain. So what a fusion would do is it would take this whole thing out, the entire disc, and it would put in allograft from someone's hip, and then they would put screws in the vertebrae on top, screws in the vertebrae on bottom, and then do like a fusion cage, titanium cage to hold this. So you lose flexibility. You're not able to bend as much anymore because now this disc is gone and this entire level is fused with this titanium cage. And then the issue with that also is that because you've had that, there's something known as adjacent segment disease. So now because I've had it at this level where the red part is, the adjacent segments have to bear more pressure underneath this, which is the final disc, right, L5S1, as well as the one above. These bear much more pressure. So then maybe in 10 or 15 years, it's medically known, medical probability that you may need another fusion at these levels above and below. So just the spinal fusion itself can cost $100,000, right? And then needing future surgeries above and below at the adjacent levels could be another $200,000. And that could just be the medical cost. We're actually working on a case now for trial in June. And it's a 56-year-old gentleman, and he had a posterior spinal fusion, which posterior means it entered from the back, and he had rods there. And the economist working with his surgeon together said, look, the future medical expenses, I believe they were close to $3 million, just in medical expenses. But remember, you also are able to recover pain and suffering past from the date of the injury until the trial and future from the date of the trial for the rest of someone's life. And according to the life expectancy tables, people are living to be like 83, 84 years old. So that could be a tremendous amount of money, especially if you factor in how this spinal fusion has affected you as an individual, how it affected your relationship with your husband or your wife, your kids, or with your friends, right? It could be your coworkers, your neighbors. What I like to do is get people from your life and maybe 5 people, 10 people, interview them. And then each person could tell a story, 5 to 10 minute story about how you were before you had this injury and then how your life has changed after this injury. And it's very powerful because the number one defense that the insurance companies love to say is that, oh, this person is trying to play the lawsuit lottery. This person is just looking for a payday. And if you're only there testifying yourself, perhaps the jurors who don't know you, they might believe it. They might think, yeah, maybe this guy is looking for the lawsuit lottery. But if you have like 10 independent witnesses from your life, these people don't even know each other. Some people will only know about how you were before you got hurt and how you loved fishing or how you loved to play baseball. Some people might only know how you are after, the fact that you're in constant pain or in need of pain medication, or that you have trouble even getting up or you have to use a walker, right? And some people may know both, how you were before and how you know after. And if you have all of these witnesses, there's no way that anyone's going to think all these witnesses who don't even know each other are all lying, right? It's impossible. So that's such a powerful thing, and it's really a beautiful thing because it allows you to obtain full justice. So remember, for a spinal fusion is a very serious injury. It's a life-changing forever injury, but if the case is built up the right way, it can be a very large multi-million-dollar case when you add up everything, like the lost wages, the past and future medical expenses, and the past and future pain and suffering, which also includes loss of enjoyment of life. So I hope this was helpful, and let us know what questions you have. You could always text me 347-566-9595. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and let us know what videos you want to see next. Thank you so much.